Hi friends, I'm the Wacky Window Woman. Shopping for replacement windows used to mean inviting a sales rep into your home for a long demo and a pushy sales pitch, but not anymore. VirtualView Windows, powered by McCloud, is changing the game. It's a sister company that lets you shop for windows completely online with no pressure and no awkward in-home visits. And what's really cool is that it's backed by McCloud Windows, a well-known and trusted company based in Columbus, Ohio. They've been around for years, and now they're powering this modern nationwide solution that makes window buying way easier. So whether you're in Central Ohio and want to consider McCloud Windows for your window replacement, or if you're in one of the many states that VirtualView services, VirtualView Windows powered by McCloud has you covered. Be sure to see the Wacky Window Woman price comparison chart to see how replacement window companies in Central Ohio and across the nation stack up against the other when comparing price and overall energy ratings. I'll put a link to that in the description below, or you can go to the wackyWindowWoman.com website to see the comparison chart. When my husband and I first started calling around for window quotes, neither McCloud or VirtualView Windows was on our radar. I was familiar with the big names like Window World, Window Nation, Renewal by Andersen, Marvin, Universal Windows Direct, Hague, which is local in Columbus, Rosati, also local in Columbus, and Pella from all of their frequent TV commercials. But I hadn't yet heard of VirtualView or McCloud Windows. A few weeks into my search, though, I found VirtualView Windows, and once I learned that they allow you to do the entire window replacement sales process from quote to contract virtually, I was intrigued. They can service most states. Click the link to see specific service areas, and if you are in the Central Ohio area, you can also consider the sister company, McCloud Windows, if you prefer an in-home demo and visit. The owner of McCloud Windows and the brain behind the VirtualView Windows virtual quote concept, in his early years, he was a window canvasser. So window canvassers are like the undercover agents of the home improvement world, armed with nothing but a clipboard, a smile, and a boundless belief in the power of new windows. They knock on your door like they're about to change your life. And honestly, they might. Their job is to schedule that magical appointment where a sales rep will come over and share with you the benefits of new windows and how they can reduce your energy costs. And actually, if you upgrade to triple pane, you can file for that $600 energy tax credit on next year's taxes. But good news, gone are the days where you have to let a window sales representative into your home. With VirtualView Windows, you can request a virtual quote. All they need are some photos, the number of windows, their sizes, and a few other pieces of information around the exterior material of your home along with the year it was built. If your home was built before 1978, lead remediation may be required and will be included in your final quote. When you are ready to submit your request for a quote, you can use the link in the description below or go to the chart page on the wackyWindowWoman.com website and click the link to VirtualView Windows. After you submit your request for the quote and you submit your photos, you'll be afforded a virtual consultation if you want it, but it's optional. This can be via Zoom, FaceTime, or a traditional phone call. You can use this time for Joe at VirtualView, yep, he was our sales rep, to demo the window and its features or just talk through the energy ratings and specifications. Whether you are dealing with McCloud Windows of Columbus or VirtualView Windows, you will find that they are not high pressure and understand that sometimes you just need some time to process the information and to determine your next move. VirtualView, powered by McCloud, offers the Mezzo Quattro series window by Alside. The Mezzo Quattro is a triple pane window. The number 2 company on the comparison chart, Window World, also sells an Alside window, but it's the 4000 series, which is only double pane and doesn't stack up against the Mezzo Quattro window. VirtualView's price for my home with 12 windows in triple pane was $10,340, which is still $322 less than Window World, but for a better performing triple pane window. I was really impressed by Joe's demo of the memory mesh screen, which comes standard with the Quattro series windows. We scheduled a virtual meeting to go over a few questions, and during that conversation, Joe walked us through some of the standout features of his window. He's based in Columbus, so if you're in Central Ohio, he can even bring the window into your home for an in-person demo, or he can do it virtually via Zoom. So Joe put a golf tee right through the screen and left it there for a few minutes. And when he took it out, the hole that the tee left was a pretty good sized window, a pretty good sized hole. Definitely large enough that a small bug could get through. But then he rubbed the screen back together and the memory mesh went right back into its original form, and bam, no room for a bug to sneak through. You can't review windows without talking about Energy Star certification. So what I've learned as I've continued to dive into window lingo is that a window that says it's Energy Star certified is yesterday's news. What you want is a window that is Energy Star certified 7.0. Joe pointed out that their Alside Mezzo Quattro window in triple pane meets the 7.0 most energy efficient criteria, which was updated in 2023. After we shared our concerns about noise, he gave us a quote for both double pane and triple pane. Triple pane can really help cut down outside noise. They are not soundproof, but darn close. He ensured that we understood what low E glass was and how argon gas is pumped in between the panes of glass for energy efficiency and noise reduction. The cost difference for us to upgrade to triple pane was only $600, and knowing that if we upgraded to triple pane would qualify for the $600 energy tax savings, it was a no-brainer. The other point that Joe touched on was to understand that the Alside Mezzo Quattro window, their air infiltration ratings. He shared with us that the industry standard for air infiltration is 0.30 CFM, which is cubic feet per minute. The lower, the better. The Mezzo window by McCloud and VirtualView is rated as 0.04 CFM, which is significantly better than the industry standard. Joe was quick to get us an electronic quote within hours of speaking to him, and you can expect your quote within 48 hours once your information has been received. If you are ready for new replacement windows, but not in any way prepared to let a multitude of window reps into your home, check out VirtualView Windows. Or if you prefer the personal touch and happen to live in Central Ohio, you can also check out McCloud Windows. Regardless of whether you choose VirtualView or McCloud Windows, you are getting the same high-performing triple pane window at a no-nonsense sales approach, either in person or virtually. Once you're in contract with VirtualView Windows or McCloud in Central Ohio, they'll coordinate a visit from an Alside certified representative to take precise measurements of the windows you'd like to replace. Since every window opening is different, all replacement windows are custom built to ensure a perfect fit. And then when your order is ready, the same certified professionals will return to handle the installation, usually completing the job in just one day. Window quality and window performance is only as good as the installation, so be sure to ask any company you are considering if the measure and install technicians are certified by the window manufacturer. If you're handed a sky-high quote on the spot, be ready for a hard push to get you to say yes right then and there. Chances are they know their price is inflated and are hoping to lock you in before you have time to compare quotes and realize just how overpriced some window companies can be. If you want information and a quote from VirtualView or McCloud, I'll put a link to Joe's contact information in the comments and description field below. Or you can visit my wackywindowwoman.com website. Whether you're in Central Ohio and want Joe from McCloud to visit your home, or if you prefer a modern digital approach, VirtualView Windows by McCloud has you covered. And then no matter where you decide to buy your windows, be sure to tell them that the Wacky Window Woman sent you.